doing the boxing and all that training, hopefully kicking in from Daniela Smith?
It was awesome, you know, it is. I've still got another training camp to go with her, so I better not say too much. But now I've got a sparring partner, so choice.
So round of applause for Mariama Smith in the blue corner. And I know you're both born in Rotorua, which is a very cool place. Kaylee, your name is Kaylee McNabb, but I think after that we should call her Kaylee McJab. What do you reckon?
Yeah.
But you came out and you boxed, baby.
Well, you know what? I have to give it up to Monty and Boxing Alley. You know, she and Miriama, you know, 4 weeks of training is hard. And for Monty to cram and crash course boxing all into 4 weeks, for me to come and do this for 6 minutes, man, Miriama brought the game, man. She really did, and I wish you all the best for your next fight. Definitely got a sparring partner. We got to have a drink after this. But I have a great support system, and I could hear them calling my name, and that really helped me go forward. So for my family, my partner, my FM, and Boxing Alley, Monty, who's watching right now, thank you, man. Thank you so much. You can go and drink now.
You're on a high. It's a real rush, isn't it? Like, to come out here, you do the thing, all the nerves, the hype, hit your partner, and then do the boxing, and then get the win.
You know what? She almost hit me that hard that the mouth guard came out. So, but luckily I got that Māori tongue, slip it back in. But no, you know what? Yeah, it is hard yakkers, and for anyone to get in here and just get in this ring, I give them big props for all the boxers that are coming up tonight and for the future. Yeah, bring the pain.
All right, Trust Arena, let's hear it for our two Battle of the Beauties, Mariama Smith and Kaylee McNabb with the Zero Hydrate. Big title fight still to come. And stick around, coming up, Hollywood's going to be on the stage next. Welcome back, and coming up very, very soon, it's Boris the Bulgarian from North Auckland who won a contest on the edge for $5,000 to get into the ring with the guy that used to be known as Jake the Muss, but now he just wants to be Temuera Hollywood Morrison out of Rotorua, now living in Auckland, and now from Hollywood to Henderson doing the boxing thing. And out there in the crowd is Hayley with another one of the special guests to set the flavour tonight on the Hydrate Zero title fight.
Yes, I do have a very special guest, Dave Farnay. Welcome.
Hello. Nice to be here.
What did you think about that fight?
Oh, I like the skill factor on both camps was just awesome. And I thought the only thing that won it for Kaylee in the end was that little knockdown in the first round of Mariama but just the skill factor was awesome. Towards the end, they got puffed, though.
Yeah, of course you do. I mean, it's hard work in there. Were you backing anyone above the other?
In a way, I was backing Miriama, you know, being an actor in that, you know. She did it for the actors, and she lost. So all actors never befriend her again and never talk to her again because she lost.
Oh, so she's out. She's cut.
No, she's not. She did it wonderfully.
Well, you've got another actor coming up, Temura Morrison. How do you think he's going to go?
I think it'll be a big change from Jake the Muss, and because they're not stuntmen that he's hitting this time. I think he'll go well. I don't know about his age, but I'm hoping that as, you know, coming from Rotorua and the Māori in him will just rip the guy a new one.
So the Bulgarian has been paid $5,000 to get in the ring with Tem. How much would it cost you? How much would you charge to get in the ring?
Oh, about $3.70 and a packet of PK chewing gum.
That is cheap. Maybe you will see Dave fighting in the next one.
Yeah, well, got $3.70 in chewing gum. Yeah, give me a buzz.
Awesome. Thanks. Back to you, Clint.
Good skills. Let's take a look at what happened in the weigh-in yesterday. Temura Morrison weighing in at around about 73 kilos. The Hollywood from Henderson here tonight. He's looking in great shape. He's up against Boris the Bulgarian, also around about 73 kilos. So they are ready to rumble tonight. It's going to be fantastic. Let's go ringside with Lieutenant Dan Hennessy.
I don't see the LT in the ring just yet. Lieutenant Dan is making his way into the ring. Great seeing Dee Farney there, the doc. I was on with Tosh and Peter, the white guy, on Flavor Radio this morning.
All right, good people, we are ready for the next fight of the evening. This is our male celebrity male boxing match, scheduled for 3 2-minute rounds, brought to you by The Edge. And now, introducing, fighting out of the red corner, he's a Lucky Edge listener. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Boris Sakratov.
Well, is Boris Sakratov. He's very, very nervous, but sincerely excited to be able to raise money for charity. And just to meet Tammy, told me, is really a thrill for him. So that's pretty exciting for the kid. He won the contest at the radio station. Edge, the Lucky Edge listener, got $5 grand to do this fight.
You can't complain about that. You get to get your face punched on national TV by Jake the Muss.
Hey, by the way, when I have a chance, Michelle Hewitson, you didn't call me this time. You don't love me anymore. I want to go to lunch with you, and you're paying. That's what I love about you. Come on, Michelle. Get in touch with your colonel, will you, please?
One of our top journalists, Michelle Hewitson, and Boris the Bulgarian, Richie Hardcore in his corner, and Mike Codling, father of Danny Codling, the Commonwealth Games bronze medalist.
There he is, Boris Sakratov.
Please cook this man some eggs. This is Tim Hollywood Morrison.
Mike, I met Tim in the airport, the VIP lounge at Los Angeles International Airport. I took him immediately. He seemed to like me as well. We talked for an hour and a half before our flight to Auckland. Great guy. His movie credits are unbelievable. When We Were Warriors, Shortland Street, Barbed Wire, Speed 2, 2 Star Wars films, and most recently Mount Zion. First time in the ring, though. But this was on his bucket list, he told me, Mike, so he's pretty excited about it. Tim, a great personality.
Yeah, great. And the great thing about Tim is he doesn't take himself too seriously.
Not at all.
You know.
Not at all.
He's done a lot for a short little Māori boy. He's a Te Aroha boy.
Matt Quinn's our director tonight. Matt, as always, great job with you and your staff at Sky. Hey, how are you, Tim?
And they're pretty evenly matched all the way. Noticing both these guys, 52 and 53 years old, respectively.
He hails from That's Jake the Muss over there, my friend. Ladies and gentlemen, would you please put your hands together on debut for Boris the Bulgarian! And his opponent fighting out of the blue corner, enters to the ring wearing blue trunks with white trim. He weighed in at a ready 77.2 kgs. He hails from Rotorua, New Zealand. He is Jake the Muss. Jake the Fifth from Star Wars, Speed 2, Mount Zion. Ladies and gentlemen, once again, can somebody somewhere cook this man some eggs? Give it up for Tim Hollywood Morrison. Fighters to the center ring. For the Rebel John Conway's instructions.
I'll tell you a little story about Once Warriors. A lot of the guys from my gym were in a lot of the gang fight scenes for that. And Temuera, he's not the tallest chap in the world. They had him in some good platform shoes so he could see eye to eye with the boys he was matched up with.
Well, that's what acting's all about. You know, you see the actors. I see them all the time in Las Vegas because they're all around there. And the biggest disappointment is what little squirts they are and how big they are on that screen. But that's what acting's all about. Tim can't act tonight. He's got to do the fighting.
Well, reality is about to bite for Jake the Muss against Boris the Bulgarian.
All right, here we go. Boris the Bulgarian holds his hands high.
Southpaw.
This is scheduled for 3. He is a southpaw. Look at that. Jabbing with his right hand. Very weak with his punches is the Bulgarian. Hey, Tim looks pretty good here. He's got to touch him, though, Tim. You got to throw some shots with that right hand. Come on, son.
He's tapping down the lead hand well.
Hey, look at he get jabbed. Somebody's been working with him. Decent. The southpaw in red, of course, is Boris Sakratov. He's the winner of the $5,000 from, of course, Edge Radio. And he's thrilled and very nervous to be here. Look at Tim. Hasn't been hit yet. His offense is good. His defense is decent. Paws away. Hey, I give this kid, Boris, a lot of credit for getting in the gym because he's very, very nervous. He told me, he said, Colonel, I'm scared to death, but I got to give it my best. So he's doing that.
Nice little kind of awkwardish hooking left hand. Southpaw, of course, the power hand from the back, and there we saw why. Comes from a different angle.
Mike, it's amazing to see these guys. This is a solid right hand by Tim, and he does a nice job parrying away the shot of Sakratov. Nice job, Tim. I'm impressed, and I love the fact that somebody has taught Boris, the Bulgarian, double, triple your jab, and then get out of the punching range. He's doing a decent job with that. These guys, you know, for guys in their 50s, are doing a terrific job.
Well, that's a good point. I mean, you know, 52 and 53 years respectively, and probably with a very short training camp, to be fair, and they're both making a good fist of it.
All my buddies down at the Valley Inn in Christchurch watching tonight. Duco boys, glad that you bought the paper. Big right hand!
Big right hand!
How about Tim? Landed a right hand shot. Double with a jab. Comes right after him. He's going for the knockout. Can he execute it? He's got him in a heap of trouble. Coming forward is Boris. The Bulgarian tasted the wrath of the power of the Tempster.
That was actually quite well set up too. He faked with his left hand to the body, came over the top with the right hand. Nice work from the Muss. Here we go. Fakes downstairs. Whoa. Big hooking right hand. Boris, though, got a good look at it and nodded his head in appreciation. Eyes wide open.
Coming up to round number 2 with the celebrities. Jen Calvert, my wife's best mate in New Zealand. Annie wanted me to say hello to Jen, who's watching on TV, because husband George and son Bryce are going to be making a huge presentation, which Clint Brown will tell you about a little bit later on after the big fight featuring Joseph Parker, of course. We're looking forward to that, and it's pretty exciting news for the country of New Zealand.
Interesting instructions from the corner there. Both corners telling their respective fighters to lead with their rear hand and finish with the hook. For the southpaw, that's the left straight right hook, and for Tim it's the overhand right or the straight right left hook. So a bit of mirror imaging likely to happen.
Want to thank producer Joe Sullivan and all the models at Duco events, Carlina Lermer, and of course my best girl Madeline. Just great to be with you, and thanks for all the help in getting ready for the telecast. Okay, this is round number 2 in our celebrity match, and how exciting to watch Tem in action.
Look at what Boris is doing. He's doing that classic thing, get your lead foot on the outside and opening up for the left hand, and he's landed 3 or 4 left hands. Tim Morrison now having to adjust and move to his left. So it's a battle of getting the foot on the outside and a big right hand from the Muss.
The Muss landed the big right, and he put back Sakratov on his heels for just a second. And I love the way Tem didn't stand back and admire it. You know, for 2 guys that never fought, for 2 guys in the 50s, this is a whale of a show these 2 guys are putting on. I don't mind this at all. I don't usually like celebrity matches, but I love Tem, so it's fun to watch.
Well, you know, what actually impresses me is the shot selection. The guys are listening to their corners.
Look at that, Mike, the overhand right.
Yeah, but he's the way he's setting it up, which is good.
With the left, he's doing a great job.
He's faking low and then coming with that right hand. Just needs to string a left hook on, and we could have some trouble.
Hey, I love Tem as an actor, and I like him as a boxer, Clint Brown. What do you think? Huh?
Both these guys are putting on such a good show. I mean, Boris the Bulgarian, he's surprised everyone. Tim's hit him with a couple of good shots so far, and he's still there.
I like Tim's, he's parrying those shots well, you know, parrying the left hand well. Now Boris starting to go to work, just needs to pop his chin down and dig down to the body.
How tough is this for Boris? He's in with a guy that he absolutely adores as an actor, and now he's trying to pummel the daylights out of him, doing a nice job. A lot of pressure on Boris. Everybody knows Tem. Everybody's rooting for Tem except Mrs. Sakratov, who's watching tonight.
Nice work from Mr. Sakratov. Boris coming on quite strongly.
The Bulgarian trying to hang in there. Round 2 is in the books. Well, 1 more to go, and it's going to take a knockdown for Sakratov.
Well, he moved quite well. He immediately started going to his right, but Tim Morrison landed a couple of big, clean right hands, setting Boris, the Bulgarian, back on his heels. But he came back strongly towards the end of the round, the last 30 seconds, with body shots. But Jake the Muss, or Boba Fett, one of his other roles for Star Wars, looks to have his nose in front, heading into the 3rd and final.
Matt Quinn, I just want to let you know that your sound engineers got Mike and I all squared away, and so we're very, very happy at ringside. Great job by our technicians. We really appreciate it. Without the guys behind the scene, the guys on the air can't do anything. And like nobody else is an on-air talent. I love technicians. None better than Sky TV. Here we go for round number 3. Tem is out 2 rounds to 1. I have it scored 20-18. Let's see what the Mad Bulgarian can do now.
Well, the Mad Bulgarian is starting off nicely with that straight left.
Tem doesn't want to get too comfortable. Man, it's just amazes me to watch these guys in action. Don't forget, after this, we get to see Robbie Burge, the heavy puncher, against Mariano Jose Rivera, and then Joseph Parker and King Afa Tatupu. That's why we're really here. All that coming up, so don't run away. A lot more action here in Sky TV. This is round 3. For Trust Stadium in Auckland, New Zealand. I'm with Colonel Bob Sheridan, along with Mike Ango, and of course Clint Brown, and Kelly's out there doing some nice job with us too. Haley is doing a great job, and we love working with her as well, and all the staff here.
Good work here from Morrison.
1 minute left.
Yeah. Hey, and how about Sakratov? He's got himself in pretty good shape. Put out a lot of energy there. To be able to do that is sensational for a guy in his 50s who's never fought before.
Well, neither of these guys have slowed down, have they, Colonel? They've kept on moving. They've kept on holding the gloves high and throwing punches. No one's looked in danger so far.
Mike, as a pro fighter yourself, you know how hard this is. And for guys that never fought before, very, very good effort. Hydrate Zero, my boys, is very, very pleased with you.
Nice work, just deflecting with the gloves there.
Look at the jab, Mike. Unbelievable, Tem.
Good, it's counter work too with the jab. He's deflecting a straight left and then countering, so that's another skill in itself.
Closing seconds now. This the 3rd and final round of the fight. It's almost over. And look at Sakratov trying to finish strong. Tim feints. He didn't let that last punch go. Wow, pretty good stuff for amateur fighters over 50.
Well,
nice job.
You know what? I'd like to see some 20-year-olds show that level of conditioning and skill when we see them in their first outing as an amateur. Very impressed.
I escorted 28 for Boris and 29 for Tim. We'll see how the judges have it. I got Tim winning this. He should get a unanimous decision, but we'll wait and see how the judges go here. We've had a couple of surprises tonight.
Yeah,
but the bottom line is Pat Leonard's group is getting it right every single fight. Of course, we've had a couple of knockouts, too. That makes it real easy for Garrett Belton and his staff of judges.
Well, he's pretty happy, isn't he? Boris the Bulgarian.
Hey, by the way, did you know it's Kevin Barry's 70th birthday tonight?
Yeah, he mentioned you might say it was his 70th.
Yeah, 70. And we're really pleased. And he's really thrilled, and at his age, I hope he can hang on for a few more years because I want to see him be there all the way till he's 80, and Joseph Parker is like 30.
Well, to be fair, you know, for a guy 70 like KB, it's great to see he still has that Irish red hair on top as well.
Come hang out with us all after tonight's event at Fort Wayne in the city. And can we please have a round of applause for some guy who listens to the radio? His name is Boris. And a 53-year-old actor, and his name is Tim.
Don't keep us in suspense any longer. Tim, we know you want
Fighters to the center ring, please.
All right, here we go. LT, Dan Hennessy, with the rendition of the score sheets.
All right, good people, after 3 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards. Judge 1 scores the contest 29-28. Judge 2 scores the contest 30-29. And Judge 3 scores the contest 29-28 for your winner by unanimous decision. Fighting out of the blue corner, Tim Hollywood Morrison.
And we had a 29-28 in favor of Tim as well. So we're all in agreement. Nice effort, especially great effort for Boris because he was under the gun because, of course, this man in blue, Tim, is so popular. Brownie, go ahead, talk to these extraordinary 50-year-old plus athletes.
Yes, 50 plus, 2 fantastic guys in the ring. Boris the Bulgarian, he was saying you looked a bit more like Borat the other day, but, mate, you really surprised. I mean, the bout's been sponsored by The Edge. Your surprise Edge was coming out as a southpaw, and you really stood up to Jake the Muss.
Well, I mean, I only had 10 days, so it was pretty damn good. He was great, really was.
Do you do any boxing yourself, any fitness work?
I do fitness work, but I don't box.
Well, mate, you certainly boxed well tonight because you got smacked by Jake the Muss. What was that like? And you kept coming back.
Oh, that's what happens when you get in the ring, you know? If you can't take it, don't get in. And anybody who gets in here deserves respect.
Well done, mate. You've earned a lot of respect to answer the call from The Edge. 5K from the guys at Duco. Worthwhile?
Oh, of course it's worthwhile. Yeah, and I didn't do it for the money. I did it for the charity, for the Kilo Life Charitable Trust,
yeah,
you know?
Oh, good skills, mate. And what do you do for a crust normally?
Mate, I do all sorts of things. I make a television show on Māori television called The Nutters Club with my mad Māori bro, Mike King. We do the radio show on, and, you know, things like that. And whatever you need to do.
Good skills, Boris. You put on a great show tonight. Well done. A round of applause.
One more thing. I just want to say thanks very much to the sponsors, to Dean Lonergan, Duco Events, Hydrate Zero, and a big shout out to a couple of my mates here who have got on corporate tables, Glenn Moore from Security Seals, and Sam Fillmore from Fillmore's. Thank you, guys.
Good on your GM.
Cheers.
Right, come in here. Tim Hollywood Morrison. What do you think, mate? What was your take on that?
Well, I just want to say a big ups for Boris. He took the fight on. He didn't have much time to get ready. Thank goodness, otherwise he would have beaten me up. But a big thank you to Jason and Sammy from Shuriken for conditioning me. 6 minutes is a long time in here. And again, thank you to Duco and to all the family and friends that are here tonight. Tēnā koutou, kia ora tātou katoa. Beautiful.
And Tam, what was it actually like once you got in the rhythm of doing the boxing? I mean, Lance Rebel did some of the acting with you, but this time it wasn't acting and you threw some good punches, but he stayed up.
Yes, Boris took everything I had to offer tonight, and in charity kind of situations like this, it's better to give.
That's right.
Than to receive.
True, that's very true.
So would you do it again?
I've done some silly things in my life, but this one takes the cake.
Okay, let's hear it for Tam, Hollywood Morrison, and Boris the Bulgarian.